Harry Mitchell,
Jordan Midler.
how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been playing a bit of Olija, so I'm going to show it to you. As you can see, it's got its hair physics on top from the beginning. Now, interestingly, before each of these little dungeons you join into, you're asked which hat you would like to wear. And there's an entire hat maker. There's a hat maker system. It's very in depth.
I feel like a lot of platformers have hat-based things. They need to be quite popular.
Yeah, I see. When I think of hats, I immediately think of some sort of like Dota style cosmetic. But the hat maker was like the first thing you were asked to go and get. So it's like a action platformer kind of thing. You've basically just got a couple of you've got like a rapier, and you've got this staff that I've just recently got. But the staff's kind of cool because it unlocks like platformy bits.
Ah, okay. It seems to be very much based around kind of like ancient Japanese mythology and music, but also I read that the developers often inspired on kind of Hong Kong kung fu movies as well.
Yeah, I definitely get that from the combat, because the combat, you don't seem to actually do much with your controller, but it's quite spectacular, as you'll see when we come across people.
I love the way he climbs ladders. He climbs ladders in such like a weird way.
A needlessly over-animated way.
He's like, he like stretches his entire body out and just make sure to grab every corner.
We'll there. Yeah, it's like
a little creature. Freaks me out.
So the basic setup is you're part of a ship. This is Faraday, the person you play as, and your ship crashes on this like notorious island for shipwrecks, and then you've just got to kind of find your crew, and you eventually come to a kind of a hub town, and this old man tells you like go to these different wee dungeons and caves and stuff and find your way around. So that's what we're doing now. I've done one of them thus far.
If I was in a ship and I was near an island that was known for shipwrecks, I would simply sail away.
Yeah.
You know?
You do think that, like, come on, be a bit smarter, but no. It's got a bit of the old Metroidvania about it, which makes me think, since I've now got that staff, the harpoon, that's what it's called, I was searching for that word, of course, as it's whale-based. Sea Shanty's very big right now, so they decided to develop a game based on it.
Last month of development, they were like, we need to get the harpoon audience in immediately, and that's what they did. I mean, that seems pretty cool. I like the kind of the seaside theme of it as well. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to ask about this is, like, it seems to be much more kind of adventure action-based instead of, like, what traditionally a lot of pixel platformers are doing now, which is, like, making them ridiculously difficult and Souls-like.
Yeah, so another game I've been playing, Cyber Shadow, is the opposite end of the scale, where it is insanely hard, and the developer will often just trap you in a room that you cannot escape from. Whereas this is much more... at least the kind of combat zones that I've encountered thus far have been very simple, and it's much more about just kind of experiencing the levels, which I think I prefer. I
think it looks really good. I love it. All the backgrounds are really pretty, and like it's full on pixels. Like, they're not, even the HUD is like, they're not just trying to do it for the charm of it. Like, it's a full on pixel game, which I appreciate.
I like the aesthetic of the size of pixels could have been achieved on like a 2600 or something, but the quality of shading and stuff like that is very modern. Like, it's a good juxtaposition. Okay, let's see. I'm barely tapping triangle here. This is it's a PS4 game, but I'm playing it on the PS5, and doing quite a lot of damage and not taking much. So I've been finding these people, and I think these are potentially like your shipmates that you're trying to drag out of the water for a slightly more noble death.
That's a little morbid, I guess.
Yeah, it is a bit macabre, but it's like a pixelated adventure platformer. It had to have some kind of like.
I like that guy that just tried to fly up and then just smashed the ground immediately.
Yeah, there's good like enemies being unaware of the different platforming elements and just getting caught behind them. There's a nice amount of that.
You remember the monkeys from Wizard of Oz? They're kind of just like in chaos, just flapping around.
So I hadn't actually messed about with the harpoon as like a combat weapon, but it's a good like element to your combo there, because you can just, well, if I could actually hit one of them, Yeah.
Everything has really nice character design. Like even the bouncy pads have this weird like little monster alien.
They're like see the kind of the flying monkey, as we'll call it, and like on that bottom row there, like as he's stopped, he's like heavy breathing and stuff like that. It's like needlessly elaborate.
And this isn't made by one person, right?
Is it? I did not check, but
actually,
I
might be making it up my ass, but it's got one name attributed to the on the Steam, and that's under Skilling Crew Studio, and that's Thomas Olsen.
Oh.
And I looked back, and in 2017 he made a game called Backslash, which essentially is this, but as an arena brawler. That didn't seem to be published by Devolver Digital, which probably made this have a much bigger marketing splash. But it seems like a very similar style. Like this seems to be just the style that he really likes. He likes this kind of atmospheric, kind of Japanese pixel platformer style, and it seems to be worked on for many years. And it's got a lot of like heart and soul into it.
Oh, there's some weather.
The leaves.
There's some weather.
We love a bit of leaves. That mustache guy? These people just look like legends. I want to meet them.
So I did that the last time I saw this guy, and he just disappeared again. So he has some undetermined importance. So that's one of there's like doors all over the island, and once you get like the key or whatever from that door, it shuts it off, so you don't find yourself backtracking.
Okay.
I saw a couple of reviews for this that said that it's about 5 or 6 hours and there's no fat on it, which is just tremendous, and you can't really say anything better for me for a game than like it's just. I seem to love either like 1,000-hour games or like 4 or 5 hour numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Review on the site by the time you see this, because I will see this through to the end, but I'm enjoying it thus far. Let's go.
I was gonna say there are similar games like this where they go on a little too long and you just kind of don't get to finish it, and it just feels very unsatisfying. But
yeah,
a game like this seems like you want to just carry it through.
Is that that looks like it should be a yep.
Oh
yeah,
this man's been playing games for a while.
Yeah,
he knows the tricks.
He knows games. It's cool. Like you'll finish an expedition and go back to kind of the hubland, and it'll show you everything you brought back, and then at the hubland, this is going to be a platforming section that's going to beat me to death, isn't it?
Kind of reminds me of Celeste, the way you kind of attach yourselves to the floating objects.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call the shipkeeper back. Yeah, you go back to the hub town, and then you might have seen in the top left corner I've been collecting like these diamond things. You use those to, so I've got 61 now. You use those to upgrade the home base, like it's Assassin's Creed 2 or something like that, like building up the kind of land. I
absolutely hate that font they've used for non-pixel stuff. Personally,
oh really?
I think it looks terrible. But like it just when everything else is like literally 3 pixels wide, and then you go into like a papyrus font, it looks very distracting to me. But everything else looks very good.
All the narrative is delivered in that font. There's no voiceover. Well, there is voiceover, but it's like it's like.
Oh, I see. I do like a I actually do like those names, to be fair. I won't elaborate further from that, but every game should have Animal Crossing style talking. In my opinion.
Yeah, the KK slider type beat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I donated a load of diamonds to this alchemist, and now I can go and increase my health. These are random seamen that have been looking for a new ship to join, so I can talk to this guy.
So kind of like the Shovel Knight village that you could go back to and upgrade things as well.
Yeah. It seems. Who's this character?
He just give you is that a blanket?
I think he just gave me some random. I think he was just a random trader, and now he's gone. He's off.
Goodbye. That's Red from Animal Crossing. He just sold you a dodgy art print, and he's gone.
The character design is so evocative. Like, look at that guy. You can tell everything you need to know about that guy from nothing.
Everyone has something going on. Like all the enemies have like a weird thing to them, and like it's like every enemy thinks they're the main character. Yes, you know what I mean? Like, they think they're the most interesting person.
Let's go and
hats.
go into the hat man's shop.
Let's go.
Oh, I can never afford a hat. Look at him.
He's the hat man.
He's very happy with his hats. Now, do we want this kind of...
What's the animation for getting a hat? You're just smashing it with a hammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do we want like this kind of knight's hat? I think I prefer this one. Magic feathers that slash through enemy ranks. Let's build it.
Oh, it's
You've unlocked a new hat. Combat charges yellow gauge. Ah, okay. Now put it on.
One thing I noticed once you're in that, I mean, you look a bit swashbuckly now. Or like a jester. I'm not really sure which. One thing I said about the dungeon crawling is that, like, when you were traveling through it, I found it a little bit hard to determine what was background and what was interactable, if you know what I mean. Like, there was a moment when we went through a waterfall and I was like, is that the background, or you can jump on that? I can imagine myself jumping into a pit, mistaking that for that.
There's a lot of that. It messes about with like perspectives and kind of parallaxes occasionally. Ooh. But here's where you get to here's the very important hat choosing mechanic.
But they're very much like, you can run the dungeon with a certain perk.
Yeah, more or less. So this is an island that I'd been to previously, but I couldn't do anything on it. So I'm presuming that so the platformy boy is now that I could get to that. Now I could use that platform to get up here. Okay, now this is actually a new dungeon.
Ah, okay. I understand what you mean now.
It do be shaking.
Like I'm trying to think about what was the game that also that mechanic where there's things that you couldn't access yet, and you have to go back once you had an ability to.
Oh, you mean every game made in the last
50 games?
Oh,
hello.
I'm going to very much look forward to cutting your head off, whoever you are.
The cut to black. Oh,
shit!
You've been gonked. You're in the
I've
gulag.
Been done in by the Rosals.
Oh. Hello?
Clan Rottenwood.
I thought that was like one of the designers, and it's now like the opening credits.
I've just come in to commit mass murder in this jail. You're in the gulag. Find a well-placed stone.
Your flash grenades are now unlocked. Come on, let's go. Oh dear. Oh, they've like.
Where's the harpoon?
There's a ladder of blokes.
Oh god.
A bloke ladder.
Climbing the bloke ladder. Haven't we all?
Climbing your way through dead people. That's what the industry is.
There's some there's clearly some magic between Faraday and this harpoon.
Like a connection.
Yes.
Like history.
Like a Ray Skywalkerian type connection.
Yeah, like his dad's like his grandpa's Palpatine.
What's your name? Faraday Harpoon. I bet you his name turns out to be Faraday Harpoon. How amazing would that be? What a call.
It'll probably be like it's Japanese for the harpoon man. Loose, very badly translated. What's going on here?
That's a good question.
Maybe it's to sneak what's coming ahead.
Even with the harpoon, could such a dangerous dungeon, I put dangerous.
You inserted dangerous.
Yeah.
You bigged up your own skill.
Could such an impossible dungeon.
Could such an impossible dungeon be escaped?
You'd have to be sick at games to get through it.
I feel embarrassed that you noticed that secret last time I didn't. I'm scouring the walls like looking for a sonic hole that you can dart through. So the combat, you're right, seems pretty simple right now. I'm wondering if like it will be different as the game goes along, or if it's just like press A and smack people.
Yeah, it's pretty mindless. The game, occasionally when I look at the game with my eyes screwed up, I think Dead Cells, and Dead Cells has like the best combat system of many games in this style, and Dead Cells it ain't, but I don't think it's trying to be. Nope, that can't go through there.
But more for the atmosphere, more for the adventure, I guess.
Yeah. I do find myself throwing this in random directions off the screen and it'll get stuck.
But
okay.
Okay, sorry to that person.
There's a lot of smash cuts into a lot of Edgar Wright style cuts into other scenes that just seem to work out in my favor.
Yeah, it seems like weirdly serious and macabre, but also very funny at the same time.
Yeah,
like, which I appreciate. I mean, the best platformers have a lot of like character and comedy to them.
Why is that not taking me down though? That's the question. Oh, okay, I'll do. Just for bad health.
Okay. What is your... You opened your HUD first for a second earlier. What kind of stuff you got going on here? There's a lot of like... Are there collectibles and things in the game?
So I think the rapier is the first weapon I picked up. I think there's 4. The harpoon's the top thing. That's like your main element. Those things in the bottom right hand corner are the ingredients for hats.
Okay.
Bottom left hand corner, the ships are collectibles. The keys are just kind of progression markers. The maps are like... When you collect a map, it opens a couple of new dungeons and stuff. And I think the 0 of 10 might be prisoners that you find, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, seems like it. There's a lot of options for weapons that seem to be coming up, which is
it's like
fun to think about.
I'm so good at this game. Didn't even have to look. No look.
But you missed the great ladder animation.
There's not much explained to you, but I feel like it's not necessary.
Kind of using the language of every platformer ever, like you mentioned. Oh, that was... I don't know what should happen there, but it looked very fun.
Yeah, this is like, it looks good, but I'm not really doing anything to achieve it. Like, look at my health, I'm not taking any damage.
I just realised that's the feather in your hat that's being, like...
Yes.
Pulled back to you. Like, so all the hats have, like, even unique animations and attack things, which is quite cool.
They really committed to the hat bit, and I appreciate it. So...
I tip my hat to them.
There's traps here.
Ooh, so you're dodging around it.
I got rid of them. Okay, do I have a key? No key. So that'll complete the dungeon. So I need to go and find a key.
You've clearly missed a secret spot that I noticed, but I was testing to see if you noticed it.
Good. Imagine it's down here. Look at this character. What are you doing? Nothing.
He's just like moonwalking against a wall. Okay. Now he's only kidneys. Hello.
Sign up for my only kidneys.
He could be a friend. Was it you, my lord? I thought I lost you when the waves swallowed our ship. That's my dying guy voice. My lord, why do they hate us so much?
My lord, why do they hate us so much? I pocketed this key from a guard on his rounds.
That's much better.
Our companions, my lord. Some still gasp for breath, like captured in cages. Oh, nope, you can't really say that these days.
What, the word slaves?
Nope.
I suppose they're just captured in cages like Friends.
Yeah, like the episode that Monica captured Chandler in the cage.
See, that's the kind of the millennial humor we want to get in on. We're cashing in. Friends references. Let's go. Can I get some subs, everyone?
Could I be any more pirate? Do you ever go into like B&M and you're like shocked to your core by how much Friend shit is still in there?
I don't go into B&M, so
you should.
Actually, I'm mainly just going to the weird gadget paraphernalia, like pick up like.
I can't stop talking about this, but I found JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Was it JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I think it was. Action figures in B&M.
That's incredible.
Because apparently that's mainstream. What's the other one? Not JoJo's. The other anime that isn't Akira.
There's only 3 animes, so you've named 2 of them.
Yeah, it's either that or that last one.
Akira?
No, that's going to really annoy me. Not Akira, not JoJo's. Cowboy Bebop, that was it. Oh yeah, it was Cowboy Bebop figures.
This Cowboy Bebop merch in B&M. I need to check B&M out more often.
That's what I'm saying. It's very weird.
Do you think people in B&M just order stuff in? Like, yes, let's get this in. Some weebs just going through the catalogue.
It very much seems like the dregs of every other retailer in the world.
Can you go back to the previous room for a second?
I shall do after this guy stops breakdancing.
Oh. You can hear the war drum. I can hear the war drums! I can hear the word fading.
Is that an upside down Doberman?
It does look a bit dog-like. 1,000 of my children and their lost cries. The harpoon is here. He's called the harpoon.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no! Oh no! Goopy dog man. captain with no boat.
I do have a boat. It's just crashed. It's just in bits at the moment.
Well, yeah, that's like the Mandalorian for half that season.
I don't like that the font is also a bit fuzzy. Like
I know it looks a little strange. Maybe because it's been upscaled to PS5 a little weirdly. We crushed them and cooked them and ate them all. Not very cool. I was wondering about the library in this room.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a cave. Why is there just a full-on wall light? Who's reading?
You've got to read in a cave.
Oh, there's more. There's a well-read cave.
Rotten wood. Oh, a gun. Now we're talking.
Oh, Christ. He's got
Finally,
a gun.
This thing shreds your dog water.
Finally, a game that John Midler can enjoy.
I know. Done it. And a new map. Okay, good.
There's harpoon stuff. Give me a...
When did this become a game as a service?
Give me an M16 or else I'm just turning it off.
Unlock the Mac 10.
The hell's that goopy stuff?
Secondary weapon.
Ooh, secondary weapon.
Now we're
Here
talking.
We go.
Okay, I actually there is a finite amount of ammo. It's not a magic
spam.
repeater.
What is this? Oh my! What is this person's deal? They're like, there's someone at the bottom, and are they extending themselves? Is that a second person? And they're gone. Like, that's like what half this game is. It's like the most like incredible character you've ever seen in your life, and then they get swallowed by like a bit of slime, and then you never see them again.
Yeah, they should have given your guy, if they wanted to make it just as hard, they should have given your guy double the health and every other enemy double the health, just so the fights last a little bit longer. Although you're no less likely to die. So you can look at all this. Like look at this enemy that's just battering me. It's so animated for nothing.
Banana Man. Banana Man is just having a go, and he just again like you're right about like the smash cut. He just fell through the floor and it just smashed you through to the bottom. All the enemies just fall over in this game.
Okay, it's starting to get a bit more intense.
The little kind of black goop thing kind of reminds me of Heart of Darkness in a way. Not sure why. Okay, so you're being actually hit now, and you're at like half health. If you die, I'll make fun of you.
If you look at the foreground, there's like other enemies cheating us on while we have a fight.
Oh yeah, I never noticed that before. They just kind of
shit. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, you're getting wrecked, bruv. By the flying monkey man.
It behooves me to just run away.
I unfortunately can't hear any of the sound right now, actually, because of what we're watching. But
the sound is good. It's very like it weirdly reminds me of the Favourite, the film. The Favourite is like. It's occasional strings with just long drones as well. That's nice.
That sounds good to me. Is he dropping like? What is he dropping? Is it coins?
Yeah, those are the wee diamond things that can you can use to work on the camp. Oh, what's this? Bad health. What is this? Hades?
I mean, it's kind of like doing the thing where it's like
we appear to have
hello,
met a boss.
He's got like a raincoat. It's like I don't know. He's like Paddington Bear.
I was about to say it. He's very Paddington.
It's very.
Well, that was stupid.
It's like SCP Paddington of some kind.
Oh,
he's got knives. See, there's no better.
There we go. Yep.
There's no better stroke than when an enemy opens up and you find them mostly teeth. Like that's like that never fails to entertain. Get him while he's down. Yeah. Get him while he's down. Oh, you've got like he goes to the side of that part as well.
This is the first boss fight of any description, so.
Oh.
I was actually wondering if this is the type of game that would have boss fights, because it very much just felt like platforming challenges, but
it does. It has two good character design not to have like crazy looking bosses, you know. So I'm excited. If this is the first one, I'm excited for what the other ones look like.
And you'll see them all here because we're playing through the entire game. Oh Christ!
This is walkthrough part 1.
Walkthrough part 1 that begins an hour into the game.
Yeah, here's how to complete the game perfectly with no mistakes.
Oh, that was some
He actually did it. He actually did do it with no mistakes as well.
techers dodging.
How long is this room? Is this like the Fast and Furious highway? Like in the 6th movie? It just keeps going.
Oh.
Oh.
He is...
Oh, I just noticed the health bar.
What the hell just
It
happened?
seems like... I feel like I saw his health bar go up a little bit there. It's like he's regenerating after a certain amount of time.
That's fucked
I'm
up.
not sure.
Damn it!
BM of them.
I wish that was a bit quicker.
That's
But
embarrassing.
it's my own fault for not paying attention, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Harry Mitchell wouldn't do that if
Yeah.
it was my gameplay, but I should have warned you, you know, giving you the tips. What? Just drop a brick? Oh no, it's a... He just births flying monkey men.
The flying monkey men drop health, so
Oh,
you know what? I'm just gonna abuse the gun. I think.
Lord Mario.
Oh, Christ!
This waterproof boss is absolutely destroying you.
That'll do. A few more shots. Yep.
Dropping bombs as well, not really doing much, but... Oh.
They wouldn't be doing much if I didn't repeatedly run into them like the cretin I am.
Just don't go near the bombs. Also, just don't sail near the shipwreck island, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just, if you see that on the map, just steer
I'm
clear.
role-playing as a pirate who consistently makes bad decisions.
Okay, right, yes, it's part of the character. It's the charm.
Are you gonna land so I
Oh.
can finish you off?
He had a little spark of electricity there, he's gonna start zapping him.
Oh, Christ. Nearly there. That's
I wonder
it.
if you can make him land on his own bombs.
Presumably, but didn't need to.
Woohoo!
Too good at the game. Oh,
Too busy being a legend. Key.
spatula. Yeah, key. Fly swatter. One of the keys. Aye, there's a shadow gate with 3 keys in it, so I presume.
Your path back home brightens!
Your path back home brightens.
So is that just like a shortcut, like, back somewhere, or is that...
No,
to
there's a big
descend?
there's a big door on this map that's like you need 3 mega keys to get through, and I presume that's where the last baddie is. But
Ah. I bet that's not what the last baddie is. I bet that's where, like, a new area is.
well, the maps are the new areas, so I got a map in that level for a new area. So I think there'll be like 1 shadow key per map, and then once you've been to all 4 maps, you finish it.
Hello, madame.
It's only 5 or 6 hours, so it can't be that like endless.
It cut to black before the...
Black powder, shells,
And a woman.
and a woman. So there's 3 keys to get. Let's go back and see if I can upgrade any of the home base, and if not, we can call it there. I'm enjoying it. I bought it because I like the look of the art and like the promo art, and that's it. It's like $11.99 or something like that. Decent.
Yeah, and it's posed by Dollar Digital, who I believe also did Katana Zero, which is a similar kind of pixel platformer, but Katana Zero had much more of a gimmick to it. This just seems like classic, well-made platforming.
I presume it's on the Switch. If this isn't on the Switch, there's like there should be.
What's the Switch for?
Yeah.
I believe it is. Yeah, it had a big PS4 release. Like, there's a lot of trailers and promo PS4.
Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to just attract the lingering PS4 audience.
They were like, there's not much going on the PS5 now, so let's just get some last PS4 games out. It's weird, on the PS5 store, like if you go to the PS5 store, it only lists PS5 stuff, so you have to go to the PlayStation 4 store on the PS5 to see like Persona Strikers and all this stuff.
Oh,
it's a bit convoluted. It's a lot about the PS5's convoluted. It's almost as if they just had to get out as quickly as humanly possible. Oh, look at these chaps.
Hello. That guy was huge. He had a sombrero. I like that guy. This guy stood up. Didn't used to stand up.
Oh, that's the other thing. There's a lot of like very slow boats panning into shot.
Just no, please, mate. Just
yeah, just keep
take
going.
your time. It is Shipwreck Island after all. Please
look at the
carefully.
water in the bottom of the screen. It's like pulsing. Like
yeah, it looks cool.
There's like this is
something in there.
Too much animation for me. I want games to be solid blocks.
I wouldn't want to take my ship into a well, not only Shipwreck Island, but a place where it's covered in people who have lost their ships.
Yeah,
you know,
like if you can see 5 or 6 sunken ships
Yellow
from where you are, you should probably leave.
Yellow Cloak was what the boss was called.
Yellow Cloak.
This is Lady Olija.
Ah,
I feel like it's Olija. Is it Olija? Olija? I keep thinking of the Key and Peele substitute sketch. I feel like at one point we're gonna be like, is there an Olija here? And it's like, do you mean Elijah?
Oh, there she is.
Insubordinate and churlish. Yeah, there is a lot of very slow pace walking.
Yeah.
And I'm too much of a zoomer for that to be part of my attention span.
They should let you play this in 1.25 speed.
Just sprinting around in boss fights. And then,
go home, strangers! Get off our rock!
Get off our rock! Our land! Go back to Cannes. Wait, no.
Oh, this character's back.
Why? What? Are they like unveiling it and just dropping the cloak below? Because that's so dramatic.
I think they're just... Oh.
Hello.
These spears are for fishing or more.
Or more. With a little wink.
I've run into Rottenwood. Yep.
Well, I feel like they start off badly by being from a place called Rottenwood.
That would do it. Is there anything...
Just starts on the wrong foot.
More that I can upgrade? No, this is my gaff where I can solve.
It zooms out. So we can just
solemnly
look into the distance and stuff.
Lunge myself. Pitch myself off the astronomy tower. Well, this is Olija. It's either $11.99 or $13.99 depending on what is. I think it's like $14. I think it's $11.99 here, and it's cool. Thank you for joining me, Harry.
Thank you for joining me.
Let's talk to this character before we go. After the Great Storm, yep, the entire town was shipwrecked.
The storm gives just as it takes away.
Waiting for it to give any day now. Apart from launching the bodies of our good friends back towards us.
It will give soon, I swear.
Okie doke. Thanks, Harry.
Thank you, Jordan.